We all know Randy Orton for his signature move, the RKO, but what happens when the cameras stop rolling? Randy Orton may be a wrestling legend, but his real-life controversies are just as intense as his on-screen persona. Let's dive into the lesser-known side of the legend killer. Randy Orton, born on April 1st, 1980, is a star in American professional wrestling. Orton began wrestling in local circuits before joining WWE, where he first shone in Ohio Valley Wrestling, winning the Hardcore Championship twice. He quickly made a name for himself by winning the Intercontinental Championship and earning the nickname The Legend Killer after feuding with WWE legends. At 24, Orton became the youngest world champion in WWE history by winning the World Heavyweight Championship. This victory sparked a feud with his former group, Evolution. He later formed Rated RKO with Edge, winning the World Tag Team Championship. He continued to rack up titles, including 2 WWE Championships in one night at the age of 27. Orton has been involved in several significant storylines, including leading the Legacy and aligning with the Authority. In 2018, he won the United States Championship, completing his Grand Slam. He's also had a long-standing rivalry with John Cena, contributing to some of WWE's most memorable moments. Orton is a 10-time WWE champion, a 4-time World Heavyweight champion, and a 2-time Royal Rumble winner. He's headlined major events, including WrestleMania, and set records for the most WWE pay-per-view matches. But every coin has two sides, right? While he is undoubtedly a class wrestler, you can't ignore that he's had his fair share of troubles. Back in March 2007, Sports Illustrated revealed a big story about some professional athletes using steroids and growth hormones. Among those mentioned were several WWE wrestlers, including Randy Orton. They said Orton had gotten his hands on a bunch of different steroids and other related drugs. When this news broke out, WWE responded by saying that these events happened before they started their talent wellness program in February 2006. Then in August 2018, Orton was in the news again. This time it was claimed he had exposed himself to new writers at WWE during his early career. However, after an investigation, nothing much came out of these accusations. That same year, Orton faced another problem, this time about his tattoos. His tattoo artist, Catherine Alexander, sued the makers of the WWE 2K video games. She argued that they used her tattoo designs on Orton's video game character without her permission, which she said broke her copyright. The game makers said they had the right to use the designs. They called it fair use. But the court initially sided with Alexander. They left the fair use defense to be sorted out at trial. The trial was meant to happen in September 2021, but got delayed to October 2022 because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Eventually, the judge decided in favor of Alexander and awarded her $3,750 for the infringement. Away from the ring, Randy's life has been a bit rocky at times. He got suspended from WWE once for not sticking to their wellness policy. And before his wrestling days, he was in the US Marine Corps, where he faced a court-martial for going AWOL and not following an officer's orders. So while Randy Orton's wrestling character might seem like a bad guy with all these intense antics, it's all part of the show. His real-life story, though, has had its own twists and turns, just like for any of us. But his personal life is not free from controversies either. His divorce from his first wife, Samantha Speno, in 2013 was widely covered in the media. The separation was messy, with accusations of Randy being unfaithful and a tough custody battle over their daughter, which drew a lot of negative attention. Besides his divorce, Randy is known for being quite outspoken on social media. He often gets into lively discussions and sometimes fiery arguments with fans and critics. His straightforwardness has sometimes sparked controversy, leading to accusations of him being insensitive or rude. There have also been rumors and unproven claims about domestic abuse in Randy's past relationships. These allegations, although not confirmed, have contributed to a somewhat negative image of him. All these personal issues have painted a complex picture of Randy Orton, making him as well known for his controversies outside the ring as his achievements within it. This mix of professional success and personal challenges keeps him in the public eye, attracting both admiration and criticism. But it would be unfair to just talk about his controversies, right? Here's a deep dive into his legendary career. Randy went to Hazelwood Central High School where he wrestled, and after graduating in 1998, he joined the United States Marine Corps. He didn't stay long, receiving a bad conduct discharge in 1999 for going AWOL twice and disobeying a direct order. He spent 38 days in the brig and later covered up a Marine tattoo on his arm after his discharge. Randy's professional wrestling career kicked off in 2000 in St. Louis, Missouri, with the MMUA SIXW, a group connected to the historical St. Louis Wrestling Club. He was trained there and by his father. He moved to Ohio Valley Wrestling OVW in 2000 after signing with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, to continue training. He wrestled stars like Rico Constantino and the prototype, John Cena, and even won the OVW Hardcore Championship twice. Randy made his WWF main roster debut on SmackDown in 2002, quickly becoming a prominent face. He joined the group Evolution, which dominated the scene from 2003 to 2004, alongside Triple H, Ric Flair, and Batista. During this time, Randy developed his legend killer persona, disrespecting and defeating established wrestling icons. This led him to claim numerous titles, including the Intercontinental Championship. In 2004, Randy became the youngest world heavyweight champion in WWE history. However, his victory caused a rift within Evolution, leading to his ousting from the group. He then feuded with his former allies, especially Triple H. Randy's storyline continued to evolve, with feuds against The Undertaker and becoming a multi-time WWE champion. Randy's wrestling style and the use of his finishing move, the RKO, have made him a standout WWE star. Despite various feuds and alliances, Randy Orton remains a significant and influential figure in professional wrestling. Now, talking of his style of play, Randy Orton's signature move, the RKO, is a clever play on his initials. It's a stunning jump and cut move that he's made famous. He also had another move, the punt kick, where he'd run up and kick his opponent in the head, usually knocking them out of the ring for a while. This was so realistic that WWE actually banned it in 2012 because they were worried people might try to copy it and get hurt. But in 2020, it made a comeback during a big match with Edge. Orton started in WWE as the Legend Killer, a young guy who didn't respect the older legends, but often beat them in matches. Around 2007, his character shifted to a more unpredictable and sneaky guy, earning him nicknames like the Viper and the Apex Predator. Orton once said he loves playing the bad guy because it feels more natural, and he's good at making people dislike him even more in just 5 minutes. Apart from wrestling, Orton has been on several TV shows to promote wrestling events. He was even the face of the WWE 12 video game. In 2014, he became a bit of an internet sensation when people started making videos where they'd edit him doing the RKO in funny fail videos. Randy's life shows us the complex side of being famous. It's not always easy dealing with the pressures of the public eye and balancing personal issues. Despite the ups and downs, Randy has shown a lot of resilience and continues to be a key player in wrestling. Looking at Randy Orton's career, we see the challenges and triumphs of a wrestling star. Whether you love him or have mixed feelings because of the controversies, it's clear that he's made a big impact on the sport. If you're into wrestling and want to dive deeper into the lives of wrestling stars like Randy Orton, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment below to share your thoughts on Randy Orton's career and stay tuned for more wrestling content. Keep watching and wrestling with the big topics with us.